Welcome to Allay the Reds. Allay the Reds is here to accompany your best time with the latest information about the Reds Liverpool. Watch until the end and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the latest videos. Liverpool are interested in signing Aston Villa defensive midfielder Douglas Luiz, according to Team Talk. The Brazil international's current deal expires in just over 12 months. Luiz possesses a current market value of €35 million. Liverpool are searching for a quality defensive midfielder in January, and Luiz would certainly improve them. He is well settled in the Premier League and could make an immediate impact if he joins the Reds. There is no reason why they cannot compete for the league title with the right additions. Signing a quality defensive midfielder in January could transform them. In addition to providing defensive stability to the side, the arrival of Luiz will allow McAllister to operate in his natural role as well. It would get the best out of the squad. The Brazilian midfielder is likely to be tempted to join a big club like Liverpool, and it remains to be seen whether he tries to force an exit if there is a concrete proposal on the table. Meanwhile, Arsenal want Luiz as a replacement for Thomas Partey, who has been linked with an exit in recent weeks. Luiz has been one of Unai Emery's key performers this season, playing a pivotal role in Villa's brilliant start that sees them sitting just 4 points off the top of the Premier League table. Deployed at the base of midfield, usually in a double pivot next to Boubacar Kamara, Luiz has started every league game for Villa this season and played 93.7% of his potential minutes. Durability is perhaps one of the most overlooked traits in a footballer, and Luiz's physical robustness is just one of the many things that make him such a valuable asset. Since his arrival in 2019, Luiz has made more appearances 1 for 9 for Villa than any other player and, per Transfermarkt, he's not missed a single game through injury. Sometimes the best ability is availability. But he brings so much more than that to Aston Villa's midfield. Together with Kamara, the duo are Villa's primary ball winners in the center of the park. Only Kamara has won more tackles than Luiz's 14 this season, and the pair each have a tackle success rate of 66.7%, tied for the best in the side. Similarly, Luiz has won back possession for his side more often, 7.3 times per 90, than any other teammate. But Luiz adds culture to his steel. Once he's won the ball back, he has the technical ability on the ball to launch attacks for his side. He has won back the ball and then instigated an attack leading to a shot on 8 separate occasions, a tally no other Villa player can beat, while only Ollie Watkins, who is naturally going to be involved in a ton of Villa's attacking output, has been involved in more overall open play attacking sequences ending in a shot. Most of Luiz's involvement in these sequences comes from being involved in the build-up, but there are also a healthy number of shots that either he's taken or created directly. Emery's side have registered 29 direct attacks this campaign, defined as the number of open play sequences that start just inside a team's own half, have at least 50% of movement towards the opposition's goal, and end in a shot or a touch in the opposition box. Luiz has the passing ability to help kickstart these quick attacks. He's able to progress the ball quickly through the lines to more advanced teammates, averaging 4.5 progressive passes per 90 minutes, the most of any Aston Villa player, and the 8th highest average of all midfielders in the league. In more settled possession, Luiz will often receive from his center-backs, before turning and breaking the opposition's midfield line to find Villa's more advanced midfielders who tend to drift inside. Perhaps the biggest improvement in Luiz's game this season has been his goal-scoring threat. His touch map from open play is far more rangy than you might think from a player who is so defensively strong, and he's clearly got license to get forward and join attacks. His per 90 averages for shots 2.2 and touches in the opposition box 2.0 in 2023-24 are by far the highest of his Aston Villa career to date. With the Brazilian averaging 74.9 touches per 90 minutes, the most in the Villa squad of players to start at least half their games. Luiz is clearly comfortable on the ball, and his ability in possession could well translate to a club who enjoy even more of it than Unai Emery's outfit. He's also adept at receiving the ball and playing under pressure, completing 85% of his passes this season when surrounded by defenders in close proximity. That figure sees him rank in the top 10 for all Premier League midfielders. Well, seeing how the Reds are in high form in the race for the title, accompanied by core players who are suffering from injuries, there is no reason for Klopp to hold back in winning Luiz from Emery's team as one of the best midfielders this season. The exciting young winger has been linked with the Reds in recent months after a string of inspired performances in the Eredivisie and Champions League, with clubs like Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain also interested in the 20-year-old. Despite recently doubling down on his early season comments that he wouldn't leave PSV even for €100 million, Liverpool must move for Johan Bakayoko if they want to get people excited. The PSV winger is an exceptional talent, having racked up 4 goals and 13 assists so far this term. An exhilarating creative force, the 20-year-old Belgian international is the kind of player who will get people off their seats. Liverpool have been linked with him and should at least try to snap him up. In the long term, Bakayoko could be Mohamed Salah's replacement. In the short term, he could push the Egyptian centrally and Darwin Núñez out of the starting lineup, something many Reds fans wouldn't be too upset about. In 21 matches across the Eredivisie and Champions League group stage this season, the Belgian has produced 4 goals and 13 assists, understandably attracting attention from Europe's big clubs. However, despite having seen his stock rise meteorically in the past few years, Bakayoko has remained tight-lipped on his future in the Netherlands. Speaking to Belgian publication Sudinfo Sports, he stated, "At the moment, what matters most to me is being champion with PSV. The rest, I haven't thought about it yet. A lot of people expect me to make the move to a bigger championship next summer. But if PSV are champions, they are also guaranteed to play in the next Champions League. For the moment, PSV is the club of my dreams." Bakayoko was subject to a £34 million bid from Brentford in the summer transfer window, but a move to the Bees didn't end up progressing. Reflecting on the failed transfer, Bakayoko said, "During previous transfer windows, I knew the plan was to stay at PSV, and there was no way I was going to change my mind. It doesn't matter what the offer or the identity of the club is. I don't want to go against my principles. When I have decided something with those around me, I stick to it." When Brentford made an offer last summer, I didn't think for a second. It was clear in my mind that I was staying at PSV. I can understand why it surprises people that I act this way. The 9-cap Belgium international is certainly a name to keep an eye on in upcoming transfer windows, with Liverpool likely to focus on strengthening their midfield and backline before moving for a new attacker. So will Johan Bakayoko be a good solution to replace Mo Salah, the King of Egypt? Let's share your opinion in the comments.